We just came up with a plan. What we'll do is we'll auction all of these starting Friday. No reserves, start at 38 US dollar. It's kind of stupid. It's the end of the year, so we always like to go out with a bang. Explain in the next movie how you can bid on them, because I know a lot of people find it quite scary to bid on something. So, and now we will finish the deep dive of yesterday. It's not porcelain, it's a Dutch plate. It's Delftware, and the difference between porcelain and earthenware is the level of firing of the clay. The temperature is much lower. So in Europe they didn't know how to make porcelain until 1720, 1730. So this type of Dutch Delftware, which is clearly a copy of Chinese Kraakware and also is very closely related to the Aritaware, is much more brittle. So if you look at the rim of this, you will see a lot of damages. If you feel it, it's much lighter. So it's compared to this plate, it's probably half of the weight. Also, the color is different. If it's not porcelain, it's harder to make the blue and white as blue and white, because the ware that's under here, maybe you can see it on the rim. The earthenware is actually very brown, dark brown. It's very different from porcelain, and although it looks similar in a way, the quality of this is much lower in a way. So this is very hard and glass-like, and this is quite brittle. So it's another type of product. The interesting thing is, if you look in the books, then you'll see that they all influence each other. Of course, the Kraak Porcelain book has a lot of Kraak in there, also bowls and plates and stuff. We got a border pattern 7 dish, and you can see here that there's all these loaded flowers in the rim. So they started off as peaches, and then more or less they became kind of sunflowers after a while. And you see on the Japanese version that they're almost entirely sunflower style. So this is a piece from our own collection. It's a Japanese plate, and the interesting thing about this one is that it's a copy of a Chinese plate, but then it's a copy of a Dutch plate that copied a Chinese plate, and now they copied it in Japan into a Japanese plate. That's also kind of what happened here, is that, of course, in Japan they knew how to make Kraak porcelain, but if you look at the decorations on these, they're actually sometimes much closer to Delftware than they are to actual Kraakware. We'll auction all of these starting Friday. The Dutch plate, we have the Chinese plate, we have the Japanese plate. I decided to add a very good classic Chinese club mud. So it will be a fun thing to do. Check it out.